Good evening. How are we doing? We are on podcast episode 10, streaming live on YouTube, Twitter, and on Facebook. Welcome. I'm going to try to record this for my podcast. I want to put it on like Spotify and stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Welcome, everyone. Again, this is episode 10 of Reality Recap. I am consistently giving y'all these episodes every Monday and Thursday, 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, streaming live on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Comment. I can see all your comments from all the platforms here. So interact with me, kiki with me, give me laughs because we have a show for you tonight. We are going over Love and Hip Hop Miami, Love and Hip Hop ATL, and Housewives of Salt Lake City. Now, I must admit, I have not watched OC yet. I will take a peek tonight after I finish with the game. Go Giants, Jersey Girl. What did you expect? But I think I was just on such a high from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. It was such an epic episode that if OC didn't match up, I needed to leave it alone for a day or two. So I will watch that later on tonight. So we're going to start with Love and Hip Hop Miami now. I told y'all how I'm feeling about Love and Hip Hop Miami. I don't know. I don't know about these stories. I don't know half of these people. And who is making music, right? This is Love and Hip Hop Miami. I just have a big issue right now with all the shows and just if it's Love and Hip Hop in Miami or ATL or whatever, I want to see hip hop artists. I want to see their relationships. Same with the housewives. I want to see housewives, rich housewives. Even with basketball wives, which I'm going to touch on that for y'all because they're coming back October 9th, LA, and um, a new series, a spinoff in Orlando. And I'm gonna touch on that a little bit because some controversy has been going on with them, so we'll get into that. But even that, I want to see basketball wives, rich basketball wives. I don't know if that's the name of the show. That's what I want to see. And some controversy came up about that today on the internet, so we'll get into it. But anywho, getting into Love and Hip Hop Miami. All right, so few things that happened, and I don't have any clips for y'all tonight because YouTube is hating and blocking my episodes because of the clips I've been using. So sorry, guys. We're gonna get these cast photos, but Love and Hip Hop Miami. What I want to start? Let's start with Shay and her. Trying to think, is it her? He's her baby father, her boyfriend. They're back together, and she gave him a 365-day ultimatum to propose to her. Now, I told y'all before, Fabo, I don't know what he does, and I'm pretty sure it's not rap or hip hop or anything in the music industry, or at least I'm not able to locate anything on this man being in the culture of hip hop. So if y'all know what Fabo does, Shay's baby father, somebody hit me up in the comments. If you can find something on him about what he does, let me know because I have not been able to find anything. But Fabo, the last episode, before the one that aired this past Monday, we saw him get into a heated argument with Shay's mom and damn near curse her out and get into it with Shay's brother because, of course, Shay's brother came to their mom's defense. All over a dog that Shay has a dog that I guess Fabo does not like, right? And he didn't want the dog in the house, So Shay asked her mom to keep the dog for a year while they were focusing on the baby, her newborn baby. All right. Or not a newborn. She turned 1 on that last episode too, but she's a toddler. She asked her mom to keep the dog for 1 year and then she would take him back. So the year is up. The mom is like, I need you to kind of take the dog off my hands. Shay ignored it apparently and she talked to Fable about it. He went off. We not taking that dog. Don't talk to me about no dog. They about to fight at the baby's I wanted to say wedding reception because that was the most lavish 1 year old party I've ever seen as far as like it being almost like a wedding reception and didn't look like an actual toddler's birthday. But yeah, they knocking over the crystals or whatever on the table. It was just a mess. And it was like I have to say it made me think if that is how he talks to her mom, I can only imagine what he says to Shay when he gets upset. That's how I was feeling. But anywho, yeah. So this episode, Shay talked to him about it, and she was upset with him, and Shay's mom went and met with Mama D, right? So Mama D sits down, and I told y'all I've heard some things about Fable as far as him having a number of children. But Mama D added some extra sauce in there. She said since the part of the street's been talking that he has like 6+ kids, which is what I let you guys know I heard too. She said that he has a wife or ex-wife or maybe both. And that also she said he's broke. I can't say he broke. All I can say I don't know what he do. All I know is he was late to the birthday party that past episode, very, very late. And apparently it's because he brought Shay a Tesla. So is he broke? I don't know. I'm still waiting for y'all to drop something in the comments about what he do. But yeah, so she told Shay's mom all of this, and they had a conversation where they really were discussing the same thing I said. Like I'm thinking, if he talks to her this way, her mom this way, how does he talk to Shay? So they both had that concern of like, I don't think this is gonna work. Now, Shay comes in and they're planning to have a conversation about how they feel about Fable. However, Fable has already told Shay about what Mama D said to him at the birthday party as far as like she really wants Shay to be with Scrappy. I know, guys. Mama D, let it go. It's over. Or at least for now. They both are going through their stuff. Scrappy his divorce. Shay's trying to get her ultimatum marriage. And they're not in that headspace. So she came in to talk about that. And she kind of speared the conversation. She said that, she's cutting off her communication with Mama D, that her glam mom role in her daughter's life, that has to stop because she's not respecting the family unit that she's trying to build. And Shay was pretty upset visibly. She was crying. She got up after that and walked off, and she told her mom, like, if you my mom, you support me, you can't sit there with her no more. You need to walk away as well. And I don't believe that Shay and Mama D will not be friends. I think she'll apologize. I know them to be, just, I'm not gonna say I know them, but I know them just from the internet to be really, really close. So I hope they can get past it. But Mama D you can't say to someone's current boyfriend or baby father that, yeah, you're like, basically, I wish the baby y'all had was with my son and Shay. You can't do that. You just can't. So I don't know. That's kind of how they left off. Now she walked off, and Shay's mom did get up and follow Shay and basically said, look, I don't really know what's going on here. Catch me up to speed. But at the end of the day, Fable owes me an apology. And Shay totally agreed and said that she was going to make that happen. So we'll probably see that in an upcoming episode. So, again, if this is what Shay wants, then we gotta let who are we to stand in that, or anyone. So if that's what she wants, she's grown. Everybody wants their family unit, I believe, to work out. So, more power to her. But I am a little nervous. I need to know what he does. I really do, because that's how I'm feeling about it. Is you're on Love and Hip Hop? Who's in hip hop? Shay sells teas, right, and like weight loss stuff, and the jury's out on Fabo. I'll leave it there. There's also a new cast member on this season of Love and Hip Hop Miami. Her name is Zoe. I haven't mentioned her so far just because, how can I put this and not sound like a mean girl? I'm kind of over her woe is me. She seems to be, trying to get her rap career off the ground. She does hair. She has like a salon suite and like an office building when she does the hair. And she revealed in the earlier episodes that she lives out of this salon suite, and she uses a public bathroom within the office building to wash up and everything. And she took us to her mom's house, and they had this big argument, and it was like something about like her mom doesn't really take care of her the way she may have taken care of her other kids. And you're not always gonna connect with everybody on these reality shows. You're not really gonna care for everybody's story, and she just hasn't grabbed me or my attention with her talent. She was doing a rap cipher in the past episodes for a woman named Super Scent that works at the radio station that Trina works at. And Trina and Super Scent are supposed to be working on a female empowerment album of just all dope female artists. And she was doing this cipher. She was excited to meet Trina. Trina came in very quickly and was like, "Hi, gotta cut it short, got somewhere to go." Really didn't greet or meet Zoe, right? And Zoe got very offended by that. But I have to remind you, I don't think Trina was there to meet her. She was stopping by the cipher, showing support to Super Scent, and in the hopes of, Zoe was in the hopes of meeting her. So she wasn't obligated to do anything, So Trina has some personal things going on, death in her family. She's kind of shut down. She's not with her fiance, and she came in. You could tell it was like in this warehouse building. It was a little, dirty, grimy, because that's what they were trying to give doing a rap battle, a cipher. And she didn't stay long. And you would have thought with Zoe, this was the end of the world. She really just took it personal. And I was just like, okay, she's making this her storyline. So, like I said, she hasn't really resonated with me. And this last episode, she got the opportunity to meet Trina again at Bobby's release, like a song release party. And yeah, he brought her up to Trina and said, "Hey, last time you guys didn't really get to meet." And Trina looked, her demeanor, her face, she kind of sat up and was like, "Oh," like she was ready to greet her and meet her this time. And Zoe said something to the effect of like, oh, she said, "Oh, I hope I'm not walking up to the mean girls." And Joy, Trina's cousin, heard her say that, and she jumped in and was like, "Wait, what you mean mean girls? We ain't nobody mean girls over here." And it turned into some, "Well, you don't know why I'm saying that. You don't know me, or you don't know what's going on." And her and Joy got into it. Security had to break it up. They were trying to get to each other and fight each other. Joy, girl. Zoe is a big girl. And I don't think Joy would have won that fight. I just don't. It's like sometimes these fights be given tough because there is security there to hold them back. I'm gonna just put that out there. But she kind of ruined her chances of Meeting Trina, making a good impression, even getting any support from her. I feel like Trina is very generous with her features. And of lately, she like really loves to work with up and coming artists and help kind of push their career along, open the doors for them. And I feel like she missed that opportunity, and she was just yelling and like, "Oh, if you get over here, you're not gonna beat me up." And it was just like, girl. So I really doubt she'll be back next season. I haven't heard a rap or a song yet from her on here that I'm impressed with. So, that was what was going on with Zoe. And I wasn't feeling it. Yeah. I'm not keeping up with what's going on with, what's the other girl? Gayu and her sister, and the whole thing with Marvin, and she's like dating a woman right now while she's going through the divorce. They weren't on this last episode, so it was really nothing to catch up with on them anyway. But I'm not believing the storylines. That's the part of it. Now, I will say this episode we met Eliza. Eliza is Future's baby mother. Um, I can't say she's his last one because we always know Future move quick. But she was in the media a lot with her pregnancy because Future was not claiming the child, and she was fighting for him to just take a paternity test, and it took some time, and he finally took it, and the child was his. Now she fits into the equation. Your guess is just as good as mine. Cause do she rap? Not that I'm aware of. She's a real estate agent. Um, but I guess her connection is Future. Okay. I don't even think Future talked to her. So she gave her story that her and Future had been dating for almost 2 years when she got pregnant. And I can't speak for y'all. So y'all tell me in the comments what you think. But I was really getting the impression that she was just like some one night stand or fling, or just, a stripper or something that he was messing with, and she got pregnant. But she says that they were together for like 2 years. All right. And that the social media backlash and everyone coming at her, like she said that she took it really hard and she cried. She was on this scene with Amada and she cried, and Amada looking like, what's going on? I just met you. But she tried to console her. She also brought up how she has some beef with Miami Tip. Apparently, they both stripped or worked together at G5, along with Bobby working there as a bartender. And Miami Tip said some things about Eliza on the internet. She said that Eliza's child was a check baby. Y'all gonna learn to keep people kids' names and just mention them period out y'all mouth. Y'all gonna have to learn it on these reality shows. But anyway, she called her child a check baby. She said that Eliza is grimy. She knew what she was doing. It was calculated. Um, and these are all things she said in an interview on the internet. So Eliza had a bone to pick with her. So they ran into each other as well at Bobby's event. And they also tore up the event. I don't even know what Bobby's song was because all this drama was happening at his release party. It was not about his song at all, which he mentioned. But Miami Tip rose up on Eliza saying, hi, like nothing was wrong. And Eliza went in and they went back and forth. And Miami Tip was just like, yeah, you calculated, you came into G5 right before you got pregnant. So you was about to take some hormone pills because you needed to get pregnant. You was trying to get money. And she took a paternity. She said Eliza took a paternity test before she even had the baby because she wasn't sure if it was Future's baby or some dude out in Ohio. Whoa. I was just like, girl, Miami Tip, this is like the second or third time she's been on the show. telling business of who would be like somebody that's supposed to be her former friend. She's definitely someone that if y'all not friends no more, she's gonna turn on you and tell your business. I don't like that. She's turning me off. I really didn't care for her anyway. She pops in and out of the show. She as well has nothing to do with hip hop. She was introduced to the show like managing Suki Hana. And we know Suki is not being managed by her anymore. So I don't know. I just thought that was kind of weird. Whether it's true or not, I'm gonna be honest, I believed it, but I don't know if it's true or not. But it was just like, girl, that don't make you look good at all. So why are you even doing that? But I am interested, I will say, to get to know Eliza a little better and see what her story is about. I think Love and Hip Hop Miami has a few more episodes to go because it came on later than Atlanta. I don't have much else coming on Mondays, so I'm tuned in, but I'm not invested in any stories yet. What about y'all? Anybody invested in any of these stories on Love and Hip Hop Miami? Are you enjoying this season? Let me know. But that's how I'm feeling. Now, Love and Hip Hop ATL, a little bit better. I've been following Scrappy and Bambi and their social media drama, the bashing, but this episode, they're still in Bahamas, right? Yes, they're in the Bahamas. And it was just a lot going on. We continued with the whole conversation with Spice and Bambi and them going back and forth. Shakana jumping into it with her loud stuff. I'm tired of her screaming and yelling and everybody business. And again, she don't have nothing to do with hip hop. I don't get it. So the only thing that really interests me on this episode was, Scrappy and Bambi, because we saw them kind of put down their weapons and have a real conversation. I really felt it was genuine. I mean, the left side of my brain thought it was genuine, then the right side of my brain was also thinking about everything that has been going on the internet. I guess in that time frame of this has already taped. We hadn't seen it yet, but what has been going on with him at like the BET Awards with Diamond all on the internet saying that Bambi got credit cards in her little toddler's names, and like, why does she know all of this stuff? Pillow talking, of course, but I felt that the left side of my brain, anyway, felt like it was a genuine conversation where he apologized for his wrongdoing. She, admitted that she's not perfect. They hugged and apologized, and I wish it would have just ended there. But, we'll see. I feel like they're going to continue to be on this show. I don't know if he's really dating Diamond. I haven't seen them together recently, but she had posted some videos a couple weeks back of her and him in the kitchen, and he was cooking her pancakes and burnt sausages. So I don't know, but we'll see. I'd rather see him date someone fresh, someone new, instead of keep recycling and going back to the same girls. Diamond, Bambi, Erica. Diamond, Bambi, Erica. Like, enough is enough. So I wish them both well. Bambi, I give her tremendous credit because, right, like the children live with her full time, and we see him really out here living his best life, and she's taking care of these three kids. He does his part. Let me say that. Active father, I see him with them too, but I just don't think it's the same when you're full time taking care of them. But both of them, I hope they work out their co parenting. The kids are the most important thing. They have three beautiful children together. And all in all, I just want to see them, if not anything, just co parents peacefully and stop bashing and tearing each other down on the internet. And Erica, too. Erica Dixon, she's been tearing her down. She's like getting it from Erica Dixon. She's getting it from Diamond. It's just all over the place while you're trying to go through a divorce and take care of three kids. Like, I could only imagine. But that was really the only thing that stuck out to me outside of just Shekinah yelling, Amy Luciani, and Remy. They keep going back and forth over and over again. I'm just tired of that. Like, y'all on a yacht and behind. Okay, wait, let me back up because that was not a yacht. I don't know, seaboat. I don't know. Was it a catamaran? I want to say that. I don't know if I said that right, but you know how like it's just the net in the front of the boat and you laying on that and stuff. I think it's a catamaran. Look at me, but I'm not sure. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, so Love and Hip Hop ATL is actually having its season finale episode next week. So we'll see what happens on there, but it's coming to a close. So my Tuesday nights will just be Real Housewives of Salt Lake City after next week. I got a little wine tonight, y'all. Hope you don't mind. I need It's been a long week. Let me just say that. So, taking a little wine sip out of my teacup tonight. Now, the moment we all have been waiting for, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. What is going on? Who's playing music? Y'all, hold on real quick. Let me see what's going on. All right, sorry y'all, but yeah, my daughter was playing with the Lexus earlier thing, and it must have turned back on playing Beyonce because she loves Break My Soul. So yes, mom life. Yeah. So Salt Lake City, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, this week was epic, epic. It's the only word that comes to mind. It was 10 out of 10. The girls arrived in Palm Spring at the Trixie Motel, which looks so cute. I really want to go. I've never been to Palm Springs, and this is giving me the drive to want to go because Trixie Motel, it looks amazing. I love Trixie Motel from RuPaul's Drag Race. That's one of my favorite shows, so I really want to go. But anyway, the ladies arrived, and as we know, Troublemaker Whitney invited Angie, who was not invited by Meredith. This is Meredith's trip she's hosting. I told y'all I don't like Whitney, and this is one of the reasons why. So she just likes to do things and start the trouble and then step out of it and watch it fold and then play this airhead role, and I'm just not here for it. So she came to the motel early with Angie, and the rest of the girls are just now arriving this episode. So Heather, Monica, Lisa, Meredith, they're all arriving together, and Whitney and Angie were already there. So they come in, and Trixie tells them, oh, the other ladies are already here, and they are just shocked. I just think it's very rude to invite someone on a trip and not tell the host. You don't know what they have planned. You don't know how this is going to impact the trip, if she has things planned or something like that. Like, for example, Meredith gave out gifts. So now you sitting there not getting a gift because you showed up without being invited. If you felt excluded, go do your own thing, you and Whitney. But yeah, so Meredith is upset about it, but not saying anything about it. I really wanted her to be like, from jump, what are you doing here? Because that's just how I am. I would have been like, why are you here? You have to go. But she was trying to be a good host. and she didn't like blast her, say anything. And she came out with the gift. She's giving the gifts out, and she's like, I brought some gifts for my guest. And Angie's like, huh? Oh yeah, her guest. You hear that? And oh, what she's giving out something for another company. She's giving out something from companies. Like just real. What you mad about? Bitch, you showed up and you ain't even supposed to be there. Hello? So no, she ain't got no gift from you. You ain't her guest because she ain't invite you. So sit there and shut up. But yeah, Angie and Whitney, not my cup of tea. But anyway, they were going to dinner later that night, but let me just set the stage for y'all. Meredith has set up where the girls would pair off, go to like these local stores and shop for what the other girl was gonna wear tonight that they were paired up with to this dinner. So they all showed up to this five-star restaurant looking crazy. Just completely crazy. Like church hats, Lisa in a bikini with a sheer shirt and one of those like skirts that jingles with the like it looks like it has coins on it. Like that's what Meredith put her in. Are you really trying to repair your friendship? Putting your friend in that, going to a five-star restaurant? I don't know. I would question our friendship at that point, you know. But yeah, it was just everybody was just hilarious. Heather looked like she was a part of Salt and Pepper with this leather jacket on and this hat with rhinestones on it. They were just a hot mess. The only one that looked halfway decent was Monica, and that's because Mary picked out this like one piece blazer that had stones on it. It was given a Balmain vibe. It was not Balmain. They were not at any high end stores, but it was given that. She looked cute. So they sit down for dinner. And again, this is why I don't like Whitney. She starts this, let's play a game. And I'm like, here we go. We all know playing a game, how this going to end. And she's like, you have to say something soft about the person and something prickly about the person. Starting with Heather. Heather goes into why she's not feeling Angie K. She gives her one compliment and then tells her, you know, she doesn't trust her. And this starts to boil over. And then Lisa jumps in. Well, why you don't trust her? What's going on? And I kind of feel like, Lisa, stay out of this one. Like, I love you, Lisa, but stay out of this one. And Heather is like two sheets to the wind. Heather is sipping down espresso martinis like it is Poland spring water. And she just getting funnier and funnier by the minute. It was just complete chaos. And they get to Angie K and she's like, well, she always throwing it out there that she's Greek. And she's like, in Greek, we like to toast. And at my house, we try to teach a new Greek word every week or something to that effect. And she gave her Greek word, which the Greek word meant fake. Here we go. She goes in on Meredith as to why she wasn't invited. I ain't gonna lie, she kind of read Meredith a little bit and said that, like your whole life is fake. You don't really live in Salt Lake City. That's what her and Whitney are claiming because she always staying at rental properties. Like, your house ain't real. Like, your house is fake and rented. She said her jewelry is just sitting there with cobwebs. Ain't nobody buying it. Like, I don't like her, but she had a little shade. It was giving shots fired. Bop, 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 bop. I ain't gonna lie. So, Meredith responds with and it's kind of epic, but she was like, you can leave. And she calls for security. Now, mind y'all, she had too many drinks too. She calls for security, but it's actually a waiter. And he's sitting there like, I'll see what I could do. And I love the producers. They so shady. It's like waiter, not security. Under his little title. It was just such an epic dinner. And Meredith ran off crying, like, there's kids in the world that's sick and we're arguing about this. It was just weird conversation. It was funny. It was such a classic dinner from hell, like giving Beverly Hills Housewives dinner from hell vibes for real. It was so good, y'all. If you haven't seen it, you have to watch it. For me, I am Team Meredith. I love the comic relief that Mary is providing, because she went straight to um, Angie and Whitney, like, why was y'all here early? Like, let's cut the crap. Why was y'all here early? And she was talking to Whitney, and Angie was like, well, you may think it's childish that she came early. And Mary was like, but I wasn't talking to you. And Mary actually was the one that when they were going around the table with this whole game, um, she kind of spoke up saying, like, Meredith, like, tell the truth. You wasn't happy that Angie K showed up here and she wasn't invited. So she kind of like lit that fuse too. I still feel like Mary, like, if you would have saw Whitney's face though, when she said, let's play this game, and she like announced what the game was, and then she was like, sat back, smile on her face, and just like, yeah, let's watch the drama unfold. She's just very underhanded with her sneakiness and her shade. Her confessionals are real shady, but then she don't say that to nobody's face. I don't like that. Like, keep it 100. Be who you are in the interviews, your green screen interviews that you are in their face. And if you got something to say it. That's how I feel. Y'all tell me. But yeah, I'm not feeling Whitney. I'm not feeling Angie K. Monica kind of jumped into Meredith's defense a few times last night. Like, yo, it's not okay. This is the hostess of the trip. Like, what are you doing? And Angie was mad at her too. Like, oh, you supposed to be my friend. I introduced you to the girl. Well, girl, do you recall what you did? Jen Shaw introduced you and you turned on her the minute you could. Angie K, she just gives thirsty. Like, and I believe what Meredith said at the reunion last season, that she was trying to get on this show for a long time. And she finally got her chance. And I just don't believe all of the hand moving and neck rolling. I don't believe that's who she is in real life. Meredith definitely says she got some things on her and her husband. And I hope it come out. I think Watch What Happens Live, Meredith was on after the episode, and Andy mentioned that, yeah, like, we're definitely going to find out what it is. I think the bomb is definitely going to drop. So, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, guys, it just never disappoints for me. I have loved their comedy, their shade, their crazy dinners, trips, and events from season 1. And they've only been on, this is season 4, right? And then the whole Jen Shaw drama, the Shaw of it all, everything about the show has been good to me. So I didn't expect anything less from them. I was not concerned that because Jen is no longer there, I felt like it was definitely going to kind of bring them together for them to fight with each other instead of everybody being scared to say anything or scared of Jen or kind of just only at odds with, Jen. Outside of the whole Lisa Meredith thing, I felt like it was definitely going to just bring them all together for them to fight and break up again. Like classic housewife stuff. So it was an epic episode. Like, everybody's been talking about it. It was like cinema. I was on the floor the entire time with Mary. Even on the bus ride back, she went at Whitney, like, yo, own what you do. She basically was saying how I feel. Like, you keep throwing the rock and hide in your hand. Like, own your part in it. You shouldn't have brought the girl here. You started this at the dinner. Like, just own what you do. And again, She also mentioned that Whitney said something about her being a predator. I don't know what's that about. And it seems like Heather told Mary that, but Heather was too drunk to really give us any more details. Like, child, she was throwing up in the Sprinter van. So another epic Sprinter van ride happened on the way back from the dinner. And I just can't wait to see day two of the trip next week, because this is only, they just arrived and we are epic. Okay, so I can't wait for the next episode, but I just really am not. That's my stand. I'm always gonna be on Lisa Barlow's side. I know that Monica kind of came for her a little bit because Lisa lost her 60K ring in the airport and talked about it the entire time, but she was upset about it. Where I stand on that is that I just wanted Lisa to, because I believe rich people, you have insurance on your jewelry, right? Or you should. So I just felt like just make your police report, like Meredith said, make your insurance claim, move on. Um, I can understand her being upset about it. She did mention it a lot. I just feel like Monica wasn't really. If Monica, how can I say this? If Monica was still with her husband, where she could have 60K rings, I don't think she would have been that bothered. I think because she's divorcing her husband and, she's learning to be an independent single mom, and she doesn't have all the nice things that the rest of the girls had. I think that's why it bothered her. And that she felt like she could have been a little bit more humble about, just kept saying, "Oh, it's my 60K ring, it's my 60K ring." So I get that. But I felt like it was a little envy in there on Monica's part. Now, I told you I like Monica because she kept it real. Even with Angie acting crazy, she's not going to just take your side because y'all friends. Like, she's going to be on the side of what's right. She comes like she's authentic. She's herself, and that always resonates with the viewers. So I just feel like with her, although she's a snitch, although she cheated on her husband with her sisters, I mean, with her husband's sister's husband, her brother in law, basically, um, I still like her. And I said that my last episode, and I'm not apologizing for it. That's how I feel. So, like I said, Housewives of Orange County, I will watch that tonight. They are on, their season finale is next week, and I think it's going to be good. I mean, Housewives of OC has been good this season too. They haven't disappointed either. I'm just sick of them. I told y'all, messing with Heather, and from the clips that I saw online, it looks like they're still giving her hell in Mexico, and she's like crying and ready to go home. So I'm definitely going to take a look at it and kind of wrap up the season next week. Next Thursday, I'll touch on this episode a little bit, and we'll talk about the season finale, which should be good. If you're following me on Instagram, Facebook, they already taped the reunion. So that will be coming up, and we'll see how that goes. Shannon resurfaced. And I'll just put this up since I'm talking about it. But Shannon resurfaced after her DUI with her ex boyfriend. It looks like she had a visible bruise on her face, and it even looked like her arm was in a cast or a sling. I also posted, if you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, I posted Ring doorbell footage of her driving into this house and then rolling down the street. She was going pretty fast, and it looked like, she could have definitely hurt herself. So I hope she's doing okay. I ain't gonna lie, the people have been putting up old episodes when Gina got her DUI and Shannon saying, like, who gets a DUI in this day and age, and there's Uber? Like, that's just stupid. And that didn't age well. Oop, oop. So, yeah, she resurfaced. Hope she's doing well. She did say that she would be, or from what we heard from Jeff Lewis, that she would be going to um, rehab or a counseling or something like that. So hoping the best for her. It is not easy being a reality TV star. I definitely couldn't do it. And just going through life and your mistakes through the lenses of all basically the world. So all these people. So I wish her the best. And I hope she learns from it. And I think we've all been just a little concerned about her drinking. Her entire time on this show, it's always been getting drunk or calling people, telling all her business, not remembering. It's always been a lot of drinking with her. So, she's recognizing it and trying to fix it, and more power to her. So yeah, season finale of Housewives of OC next week. We have the season finale of Love and Hip Hop ATL next week. So a few shows ending, but I'm sure the fall lineup is on the way. We got a lot of things coming. Also, I'm gonna keep plugging. You gotta follow me on Instagram and Facebook. I posted that Basketball Wives is coming back October 9th. Now we have LA coming back, which is Brooke, Jennifer, Jackie, Shawnee. Evelyn's back. There's some new faces. Brittany Renner is one of the new faces. And I'm excited to see Ev come back. I love a Sagittarius. Lisa Barlow's a Sag. Evelyn's a Sag. I'm a Sag. I love us. So Ev, I've always thought she was dope. So I'm glad she's coming back. Hopefully she'll kind of pick up the ratings because I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm surprised they even came back. Their ratings were so low last season. And they got rid of Duffy. I just was surprised to see them come back. I didn't see that coming. So, they'll be coming back on October 9th, and also the spinoff Basketball Wives Orlando, which has all new faces, except for Megan. Megan is going to be on there, Megan James. She's been on Basketball Wives LA. She used to be on Bad Girls Club. So we'll see her. She's kind of, I guess, considered the OG of this group. Everyone else is fresh faces. Now, Brooke Bailey from LA season put up something today saying, like, we really need to get over the literal name of the show, Basketball Wives, and just enjoy the cast that we have. I beg to differ. And I said that on my IG story earlier today. I actually want to see Basketball Wives. I actually want to see Basketball Wives girlfriends that are potentially going to be fiance or wives. That's what I want to see. Sorry. But like seeing women that haven't dated anyone in the league in years, um, or not even in the sport. Like Brooke Bailey's husband or ex-husband now that she divorced, he wasn't in basketball at all. So, she's on the show. Right. They should rebrand. Thanks, Boo. They should rebrand. But I just feel like, yeah, rename the show or get Basketball Wives. I keep telling y'all, like, I watch these shows to step out of my reality and into other reality, and I want to see rich stuff happening. I want to see opulence. I keep telling y'all that. That's what I want to see. So yeah, I want to see him on the G5. I want to see him on the yachts, not in these small apartments like in LA. Nobody's in a home. Who's in a home? Everybody's in like rented condos that they flew there to be in until and so that while they were taping and then they go back to where they came from. I.e. Duffy, i.e. Brandy. They were living in Houston and in Texas and flying there and taping and going back. That's not what I'm looking for. Where are the mansions? Where are the fly cars? Where are the bags, the clothes, That's what I'm looking to see. Sorry, not sorry. So I gave you guys the cast of who's going to be on LA, um, Orlando now. Three of the girls are wives, all right? Um, but only one is actually with a NBA player. The other two women, I looked up their husbands and they used to play a long time ago in the NBA. And right now they play in like overseas basketball. So let me just go over this. So it says the spinoff show Ashley Snell, wife of Tony Snell, Morgan Blezo, wife of Eric Blezo, and Lindsay Marble, wife of Devin Marble. Now, Ashley Snell and Tony Snell, I think he was the only one that was actually in the NBA currently. And is he? Yeah. It says that he plays for the Celtics. He's been playing basketball since 2013. He's played with Chicago Bulls, the Bucks, the Pistons, the Hawks, the Blazers, the New Orleans Pelicans, and now he's with the Celtics. He been around. Um, I want to show y'all his picture too, cause I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking, but here y'all go. Can y'all see that? Let me see. That's him. Okay. Needless to say, what I'm thinking is his wife is with him for the money. She's beautiful. I said what I said. Let me know how you feel. But he's the only one actually in the NBA. Now, the other two, the other one, Eric Bledsoe, it says that he's played for the Clippers and stuff. He's been in the league since 2010, but currently since 2022 he plays for the Shanghai Sharks. What? Is he even going to be around, or are we just going to see her? Because Shanghai is not around the corner, guys, so I don't know. But that's who she's dating. And then the other guy, what was his name? Devin Marble. He used to play for the Orlando Magic. He has a slew of teams he's been on. That's the only one I'm seeing. I think the Orlando Magics and the Bayhawks. But he plays for, I can't even say it, the Hapoel Gali Elyon. Pretty sure I'm messing this totally up. But I looked up this league. He's playing in like Israel. What we doing here? Okay. Um, I do expect some drama from this show though, just because there's some girlfriends on the show. I swear one of these girls looks like Bernice Burgos' daughter. I think her daughter is on this show. And Nikki, who is the ex-girlfriend of Four from Black Ink Chicago, she is on here too as a girlfriend. And it said that Nikki Nicole would appear along with uh whoever she's dating. I don't think it said his ex-girlfriend. So she's on the show as the current girlfriend, and his ex-girlfriend is on the show too. So I think that's where I think it's gonna be good, because Nikki's spicy. She's spicy, and I like her. She chocolate. She thick. I like Nikki. I liked it when she was on Chicago. So I'm happy to see her back on TV. And yeah, but y'all tell me what you think. Are you into these shows with these titles? But we're not seeing that. We have a hip hop list, loving hip hop. You listening to any music to any of these artists? Half of them are not even artists, but are you listening? I'm not. Um, Housewives that of all the cities where majority of them are not housewives. They are not even in relationships. So I don't know. Some of them can get a pass because they're good. They're bringing the drama, and some of them are not bringing it, and they're not housewives. Same thing here with basketball wives. Majority of them are not basketball wives. You have Jackie, she's with Doug. They're going to be together to the end of time. He's a coach. Cool. Um, Shawnee's married to a preacher now. I don't think she's going to be on the show much, just like she wasn't last time. She might pop in. Um, is Evelyn with anybody in the league? I mean, she was on the show when she was dating a baseball player. But I love her. But let's be honest, y'all. Like, what? Tell me what you think. Sound off in the comments. After I post the episode, post in the comments. Tell me, what do y'all think about this? Because for me, I'm looking to see a lifestyle that I'm not seeing. I'm not gonna say that about everybody, because like I said, Heather Dubrow she's giving it opulence, but the rest of the cast is hating because they ain't got money like her. So I don't know. So I'm gonna leave y'all with those thoughts. Are you good with the title of the show, but you're not getting these roles or these cast members actually being in these roles? I'll leave it there. So y'all ponder on that. Comment. Let me know. This episode is going up. It will be on YouTube. I even recorded it, so I'm gonna get back to putting my podcast episodes, the voice piece of it, on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts, all of that. So I'm back to everything. So yeah, tell me what you think. I will be back Monday with a brand new episode, 8:45 Eastern Standard Time. If you want to watch live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, comment, have a laugh with me. We'll be going over Love After Lockup, If Anything Happens Good on Jersey Shore, Love and Marriage Huntsville, which just came back on, and Roni. I think Roni is starting to end its season. It just has a few episodes, 1 or 2 episodes left for Roni, and they already taped their reunion. I let y'all know how I feel about Aaron and this whole Uber thing. I let y'all know that last episode, so I even commented on it on somebody's post, and it's been getting a lot of likes. So I guess y'all feeling what I said. So appreciate the love. But yeah, I will be back Monday. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend. Stay safe and don't be a stranger. Come back. Wrapping episode 10 of Reality Recap. Peace.